Alright, kiddos. You made it to the end. A lot of you have been saying, Derp, why don't you just do a reaction yourself? So I'm going to start doing secret reactions. If you want to hang around for another 10, 15 minutes, this is my reaction to this thing. Whatever you do, do not copy, post, share, like, or comment on this part of the video. No, do that. In fact, if you just want to share just this reaction, if you're on the desktop version, right-click anywhere in the center of this video, and it will give you the choice to copy URL at the current time. That way you can send it to somebody. I mean, if you think this reaction is like the bullshit. It's not. Actually, folks, this is my very first reaction. But I don't know about you. I had no idea this was coming. I went online I have been in Vegas. Had a great time. And I'll make Las Vegas part of my story time. And I've said story time is coming your way as soon as I get to 1,000 subscribers. Now, Alright, so enough delaying, folks. Let us get to MCDONALD.
If you lie to the government, they'll put you in prison. But when they lie to all of us, it's called being a politician. You think taking guns away will save our kids from the killings? But you're pro-choice, abortion kills way more children. If America's so terrible and racist, it probably isn't safe to encourage immigration. Just saying, all the contradictions are embarrassing. You know who hates America the most? Americans. Trigger warnings used to be on TV for seizures.
Wait. That's not triggering. No, that's taking a spear and just pounding somebody. Maybe not hitting the heart, but right in the chest, just popping holes in. The abortion. After the abortion thing, my mind is just because I'm thinking almost as good as the best one though is if it's life on Mars. Why isn't a person here? But that somebody. Again, I could Google it, but I'm a lazy old talk show host. Somebody told me that is a famous trans person right there. I don't know if in the wrestling world or the music world. Fill me in with the comments down there. Holy crap. All right. Hey, wait a minute. I'm doing the reaction so I can roll back anytime I want. That's whenever I'm reacting to a reactor, I try not to roll back because it's already going to be long. But okay, let's get this intro again. All right. God, get on time.
Americans, trigger warnings used to be on TV for seizures. It probably isn't safe to America's so terrible and racist. Choice abortion kills way.
Yeah, once again.
Taking guns
Look at that.
You in prison. But when they lie.
Once again, Tom just does everything that just works. How many songs does he just like drop the beat right at the beginning? When I was a music director in alternative radio, it's like if your beat started going about 30 seconds before it's into it and it doesn't even get me bumping my head or moving, but Tom throws it down. Here we go. Right.
If you lie to the government, they'll put you in prison. But when they lie to all of us, it's called being a politician. You think taking guns away will save our kids from the killings? But you're pro-choice, abortion kills way more children.
Think about that. You know, people will hear 300 people killed in Chicago this year, 444 killed in Chicago, 37 shootings in the south side of San Francisco last night. You never hear 1,080 children killed in the womb today across the country. And kids don't even realize it's that bad. They go, well, I'll be up in arms over, and it's all bad. But no, they don't even realize it's. I'm not going to throw numbers at me until I have officially, because they'll fact check every little thing, but I think everybody gets the drift. Knocked it out of the park again, Tom.
We'll save our kids from the killings, but you're pro-choice, abortion kills way more children. If America's so terrible and racist, it probably isn't safe to encourage immigration.
This country sucks. Hey, everybody, come this way over here. We suck. You're going to get here and people are going to hate you and try to chase you down and hang you. But come on. We'll pay for your health care if they kick your asses. Liars, every single one.
Just saying, all the contradictions are embarrassing. You know who hates America the most? Americans. Trigger warnings used to be on TV for seizures. And now they're everywhere to protect millennials' feelings.
You remember that? They found out like even video games would cause... And then people started like bombing people they didn't like and giving them, but yeah. There's a cuss word. When did the far left become the moral of police? At the same time they're killing babies, doing drugs, and encouraging child promiscuity. But all of a sudden they're the moral majority. They've flipped it out.
He, she, his, him, hers, them, they, screw up pronouns.
Okay. All right. I try not to do post-production because, again, I've told you about my anxiety and thinking things have to be perfect, so sometimes I just throw it out there, but I really want to Google, because I know I heard somebody, it wasn't Flawzilla because I haven't done him yet, pointed out that is a famous trans person, and you can,
These days, hear him preaching at the protest.
There, you hear that voice? All right, it's that deep, hang on, it's that deeper voice, and it's just like done back with a lot of harmonics or overdubs on it, but it's kind of like this. See, come on.
This is common. Coca-Cola telling people they should be less.
No, here we go.
And Christians is common. Coca-Cola telling people they should be less.
Here we go.
These days, hear him preaching.
These days.
Hey, screw up pronouns, cause everyone's a retard these days. Hear him preaching at the Hey, screw up pronouns, cause everyone's a retard these days. Everywhere to protect millennials.
There's sound.
He, she, his, him, hers, them, they, screw up pronouns, cause everyone's a retard these days. Hear him preaching at the protest.
Yeah,
that's the problem, but hating straight men, white folks, and Christians is common. Coca-Cola telling people they should be less white. They preach intolerance, but if you...
Yeah, well, you know, things switched to Pepsi, and then I looked it up. Pepsi was doing the same thing Coke was with the Coke woke stuff, so... but it is in the message to Coke, that's for sure.
Disagree, they fight. There's a race war here. Elections based on fear. Black lives only matter once every 4 years.
Being exploited. Just summertime every 4 years.
One of us benefits, give welfare to the bums and forget about the veterans. Black folks and white folks divided by the news, but we are all the same. We are red, white, and blue. Ashamed to be American? Okay, that's cool. Cause honestly, we are all ashamed of you too.
Y'all are so fake. Oh no, the forecast said that there be snowflakes. Whoa, you can make us see it your way. No way. Gasoline and propane, more flames. Oh no, no more snowflakes.
They set us up to fail, that's what they built the system for. Put an ammunition shop across the street from a liquor store. Empowering women used to be different than this before. The role models got OnlyFans or dance on a stripper pole. Screw it, I ain't tripping, I don't mean to be mean, but if our children are the future, then our future is bleak. They take an Adderall to focus, hit McDonald's to eat. They're addicted to phones and they take Xanax to sleep. They blurred the lines dividing communism and democracy. In 2021 we paint the patriots as Nazis. The men...
Looking at their phones like zombies. I was just in Vegas. It was open up. It was totally free. 100% no mask wearers, except for maybe 5% or less than that, and half of them from cultures that typically would wear masks in a urban setting like that. Hundreds and hundreds, probably a couple 100,000 people in Vegas over the weekend. But these people, not just kids. There were the selfie girls. I never knew the selfie girls were like such a huge girls, super tight dresses just over their butts. And they're skinny as hell, and they're all made up, and they're like 12, 13, 40, 50, 60, and they're all staring at their phones, looking down, just walking really fast in high heels, and then they'll stop, and they go, and their friends will go, and then, they were everywhere. But even adults, staring at their phones, sitting down on the park bench, even couples walking hand in hand, staring at they're in their own little zones. We're already in the frickin' Matrix, people. It was weird. All right.
Playing women's sports, get trophies for winning. Like, great, let's celebrate a man for beating some women. If you're...
Oh my God, let's celebrate a man for beating some women. That has so many pictures. These are the people that argue just to get women a fair chance and the same opportunities and expenses and backing, and now they're just blowing up the women's sports that they worked so hard over a couple decades to do this. They blow it up. They're just anything to blow up our culture, anything to demoralize us. They're just doing this for fun. Now, most of the 8% minions are just going, oh, I believe this, but there's an evil 10 to 15% that they're just going, let's make them all wear masks. Look at them. Oh, Tom.
If you're black, your life matters, you're supposed to embrace it. If you're rich or you're smart, then you're probably Asian. If you're gay, then you're brave, all of that I'm okay with. But if you're white, the stereotype is you are a racist. Blaming...
Man, say that we like to eat corn and potatoes all the time, or say that we're really stupid, or say that we're tight with money, but for crying out loud, you're easy on everybody else, but we're racist. And we're the ones that freed the slaves. My family and the Northeasterners worked tirelessly, even during the forming of the Constitution, to get freedom for everybody.
From an iPhone and sip on a Starbucks, you're supporting what you stand against. You don't think you are, but a Percocet addict don't donate money to pharma. Damn, we're all afraid to speak the truth.
And where did the political money for Big Pharma go to? And where did Big Pharma put that money? Right into the far left's campaign these past 2 years. So follow the money. First, they did crack to the black people in the slums, especially in the West Coast and then New York City and the East Coast, to support their operations down in Central America. And then the other administration came in and they took their revenge, and now they started doing the opiates and then the fentanyl into our poor communities, poor white communities. It's just revenge going on, and then it stirs up everything between all of us. In the meanwhile, MI-16 is being imported back into this country. Tom talks about stuff I would get kicked off of YouTube for.
And the more afraid we get, the more we hate the ones who do. You're ashamed to be American? Okay, that's cool. Cause honestly, we are all ashamed of you too.
Y'all are so fake. Oh no, the forecast said that there be snowflakes. You can make us see it your way.
You can't make us see it your way. Because your way's insane. It's flipped upside down, so we say.
No way, gasoline and more flames. Oh no more snowflakes.
I have to tell you, if you're listening to the audio on your phone or even your computer or semi-chiefs, you've got to put on the lids, put on the bud, and crank it, because there's so much stuff musically going on. Tom's lyrics get the most shout-outs, but some of his arrangements are, and this is one of them.
You all get along, but there's no stopping.
A siren, siren. There is a siren, like one of those old 1960s Cold War.
Wrong, that's a real problem. Ay, they don't want to hear it, but they still talking. Ay, soon enough, we running out of options. Ay, this ain't gonna end till it's in the
siren right there again.
Coffee. Ay, we ain't gonna be friends till we try to squash it. Ay, I don't know how we can make amends or we drop it. Snowflakes melt when it's hot, kid.
Y'all are so fake. Oh no, the forecast said that there be snowflakes. Whoa.
Tom equals trash. Oh, they got the Statue of Liberty. Where's the... Right up there. See? It's like her breasts are exposed. Because our society, like Tom always points out, is just... They're doing this to our children.
You can make us see it your way. No.
Right there, that cut happens, and it's like she edits it into the boom. Just fantastic transition. That is what nobody...
Oh, gasoline and more flames. Oh no more snowflakes.
There's that name. Hashtag no Rockefeller. Also, I've got to find out the whole deal on this trans person that's in this video that's supporting Tom. Up here at the last, and there's lots of shots in this, but so this is really kind of how many, like, you know, straight males think this is a hot chick and they don't know the story. But watch this last flash. It's like total hot model pose going on. Let's see if I can catch it here for you, and then we'll get done with this because you made it all the way to the end. Right there. That looks like it's in a basement, just like in Tom's basement. I know the size of the house that he's in, and that looks like it could be just his basement, which would be a perfect place to do a studio set in a big empty basement. But how many don't know this is a trans performer? I gotta go. I can't Google it. Anyways. But yeah, Tom's kind of showing that, hey, we're all people. You know what I mean? All right, that's it. You made it to the end. Boom, you got to subscribe. That's the rules. Like, share, blah, 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 blah. God bless you all. Peace, love, understanding, peace, and unity. Stop hate. Stop racism. As Tom would say. That was a crazy one. That's my first reaction. No. First time I myself reacted to one. It probably sucks, though. God, how long did that go for? time.